Happy birthday, KGF Chapter 2. We love you, Yash, the makers, and all the best to the entire team.
And thank you so much for the special birthday gift for the hint of KGF Chapter 3. And we wish KGF Chapter 3 to be 3 times as successful than Chapter 2. And so without further ado, guys, here we go.
Yeah.
Ready. Rocky's Empire.
He is the biggest criminal. He is the biggest businessman.
Yeah, stuff you see in season Chapter 2. I think it's showing a whole recap of what happened in Chapter 1 and 2.
They're showing the most epic scenes though.
I wonder what characters we'll get to see in like the actual Chapter 2. I mean like Chapter 3.
Where was Rocky from 1978?
Exactly. Where was he before?
We don't know. That's a mystery.
So, fasten your seatbelts.
ఒక గాలి సుడిగాలి అవుతుంది ఆ సుడిగాలి తుఫాన్ అవుతుంది అని ఇప్పుడు కళ్ళారా చూశాను.
This scene still gives me goosebumps. Even if I did watch these kind of scenes, right, it still makes me feel that it's
signing the death warrant of the biggest criminal in India.
The biggest criminal in India.
1 year of KGF Chapter 2.
ಇಲ್ರಿ ಸರ ನೀವು ತಪ್ಪು ಹೇಳಕತ್ತೀರಿ ಸರ್. ಬುಕ್ನಾಗ ಏನೈತೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಓದಿ ಹೇಳ್ರಿ ಸರ್.
Wait, what? They're going in reverse?
Yeah, they're all going in reverse.
What does that mean?
It reminds me of that movie, I think it was called Tandon. I think we watched that.
Yeah.
Like, it's all going back.
KGF Chapter 3?
Yeah, it's a KGF Chapter 3. How do I find that, like, in the same place they find KGF Chapter 2? Will it?
What is the from script?
Yes.
Oh,
Part 3.
Part 3. Okay, so guys, that was the little video clip that we had for 1 year of KGF Chapter 2, right?
Yes.
That was very, like, intense, exciting,
Yeah.
and it looked very new. Because
Yes.
there was some scenes. Wait, did you guys notice any scenes that were new in there?
Yes, I did. I never saw a scene in Part 2 or Part 1 showing Rocky stand in front of his own statue.
Yeah, I think.
Oh yeah.
Maybe they're
yeah.
gonna show that in Chapter 3. I don't remember that.
Yeah, it did show some people like digging up his statue, but it didn't actually show Rocky standing right like
In front of it.
Yeah, in front of it.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll get to see more of that in Chapter 3.
Yeah.
So what I really liked about this video was how it combined all the epic scenes from like Chapter 1 and Chapter 2, and we get these cool fight scenes even with Adira and a little clips from Chapter 1.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was really cool, and plus the one with the
Didn't we get to see? We also got to see another new scene, the one where somebody finds Chapter 3.
oh yeah, that one.
yeah.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah,
was really
it looked
cool
like
too.
it looked like the same like how you say it, the paper
Yeah.
that the Chapter 2 was on or
Yeah.
something. Yeah.
And
It's probably
then-
like underneath it.
And then it just gets revealed slowly.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
that was really cool.
But they didn't reveal the whole number. We just saw like the KGF chapter, and then
Yeah. And then you guys saw that one sentence, like it said, where was Rocky in between 1978 and 1981.
Yeah.
81.
Yeah.
So I
I think that just leaves people in a suspense.
Yeah.
Like,
That's something.
like, where
that's
was he?
something
Because in Chapter 2 it actually shows like after like
Yeah.
1981 we didn't actually see what happened between
During that- yeah, during that
between
gap,
those 3 years.
all we see that Rocky is very successful now, and that he has built a whole city in KGF.
Yeah. So that'd be really something, really something cool to look on in for Chapter 3.
Yeah.
So guys, I also want to point something out about Rocky's story and Hitler and how like they're both somewhat similar. So going on to Rocky, right? First, we know that he has a really big obsession for his gold. He loves his gold. He'd tear down a whole police station just for 1 bar of gold. And we can see how obsessed he is with his gold. Now, when we look to Hitler, we can also see his obsession for gold, money, and power. We can talk about how gold. The Hitler really has his obsession with gold, right? So he's been like actually hiding it and what he does is like he like hides it throughout his places, right? So nobody finds it because he wants to keep it for himself. And so he's been hiding it in the oceans, right?
Yeah, it's basically
and so
like, it's basically like if he can't get it, then nobody else can.
Yeah, exactly. And so you have people nowadays that actually diving into oceans and waters. You can even research this, like search it up on YouTube or even Google that like people actually like dive into the waters to try to find Hitler's gold. And you can see how Rocky in like the climax, right? He kind of got influenced by this idea maybe, and he does the same thing. Maybe he's trying to hide his gold. You can see that we almost get the impression that he dies in the water, right?
Yes.
And we can also go back to how he made a promise to his mom, like how he was like he would get all the gold in the world and like just keep it safe with him. And so you can tell like if he has this type of obsession, he probably like read about Hitler since Hitler was around the 1930s and 40s, right? And this movie is around the 70s and 80s. So maybe he probably read about him and he's probably influenced by him, right? And you can see based on the climax of chapter 2, like how he would just like sacrifice almost his life for the gold, like keeping it safe. And you can tell that how like he would rise after to like actually claim his gold back. And again, guys, you have like over hundreds of thousands of videos on the internet, on YouTube, on Google, you can search up like about Hitler's gold and how like he's been hiding everything, and people are still diving into it, like diving into the waters to actually find it.
As we can see in the video, we have a hint. A 3-year gap between 1978 to 1981. Maybe those 3 years could be the best part of his life. That's why they kept it for KGF Chapter 3.
Yeah.
Or like it might show Yash and Prabhas like meeting up or going against each other.
Yes.
Or they could say or they could show a connection between Salar and KGF.
Yes. If they showed a connection between Salar and KGF, then the theater would obviously burst out, and it would be a great point for KGF Chapter 3.
Yeah, and it would be a really big success. If we get to see KGF Chapter 3 being like a very like a very expanding, like a very expanseful like movie.
Yeah.
And now we get to see how Yash comes back now from the climax from we see in chapter 2.
Yes.
And like people would be even more hyped up about it.
I would like to say something. We could I noticed something we could see in part 1. We get to see that Rocky enters with a bike, and in part 2 he enters on a helicopter. So I'm guessing that in part 3 he might enter on like this big grand ship, like smoking cigars with the hair in his wind and everything.
Definitely.
It would be like so much swag and music. It would be too good.
Yeah, that would be the most entertaining part for the audience, I believe.
Yeah.
So by the way, guys, we actually released a trailer, like our teaser, a reaction of KGF Chapter 2. But it got blocked for some reason by Hombale Films. So we request Hombale to like just unblock it, please.
You guys are too bad, man. Okay, we actually advise Hombale Films to stop blocking people like their content.
Yes.
Like we
Because our job is to react and review. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we criticize the things that they release, and it's our job to also at the same time promote it and make it more known to the world.
And also, guys, don't forget to support us and love us like all the time.
Yes. Like by
like
subscribing,
our videos,
liking,
subscribe, share, all that.
Yep. And
So,
so guys, this is
Simha Brothers signing off.